So basically, one of the things in our last game that I wanted to talk about is there's this thing called parallax in our vision. Oh, you do? Okay, good. So it's how like our brain takes in the light, and it's crisscrossed, and then but it allows us when we see things to see that they're actually um, for things are closer and farther away. So like in this example, you can see it looks like the railroad tracks are getting closer together, but we both know they're the same distance apart. So then that's what's happening on every single shot that we play on the course. So it's very confusing if you were to look at it from the side view and you're standing on this railroad track and you're, just like we golf, if you stood on the one railroad track and you look down, you would be like, wait, what the heck? Which way is this thing going? But what's interesting is if you look directly from behind on this line, you can see it perfectly straight, and you can actually pinpoint perfectly straight down the tracks. But you can't do that from standing on the railroad track. And so knowing that, then you have to realize that what you're going to see is not going to be ever correct. It's not going to look how you think it should look because of this effect that's happening. And I would say, depending on the lighting, like I played Rams Hell, I call it Rams Hill down south. There's like a glare because it's in the desert. It seemed like even harder to trust my lines that I was on. So the one thing that we do as golfers, and this is something Jack Nicklaus did, is we trust what's called the intermediate target, right? And so many players will pick a spot in front of their ball, and they'll make sure to get their feet what's called parallel left golf alignment. Okay. And so basically, you can see here, this guy's aiming, right? And so this isn't exactly correct because this should have more of the railroad track to it, you see? But the point is correct. The point is that all you can control is getting your toes parallel to the line that you're supposed to be parallel to. Now, when you look up, if it doesn't look right, it doesn't matter because what you have to worry about is where's my toe line in relationship to the intermediate target line. And for the intermediate target line, you have to imagine an imaginary line. Now, what was happening for you was this. You would tend to aim, okay, out this way to the right. And it was almost like you felt more comfortable. Like some players over the years would make this mistake where they would stand, watch this, Brian, they'd stand up to a ball, okay, and they'd go like this. And they'd say, oh, good, I'm aimed, right? Now, they're not. I mean, this is where my shoulders are aiming is not the target line. The target line is a line over here, right? And so when you were out there, you'd look up, you'd say, this doesn't look right. You'd say, I need to aim more like this to aim my body at the flag, right? But then when your body's aimed at the flag, let's say, now where's the ball aimed? Because the ball's a perfectly parallel line, the second railroad track. And so anyway, so on the course, like I said, I really recommend getting at least one stick down for entire rounds of golf, and you have to get over it. Like, because I know it was distracting you when we were playing, because you're like, you look up and you kept saying, it doesn't look right. And it's not going to, and you have to accept that and just say, okay, even though it doesn't look how I think it should, I have to do this way because based on science, like if we were going to set up a golf robot, like that's a great example. Like if we took like the iron Byron machine, right? You know what I mean? So you take the iron Byron, this machine that hits balls, right? Right. And you squared it off and lined it up at the intermediate target. You know it's aimed, right? The machine doesn't know where it's aimed. It doesn't even care where it's aimed. It's just about to just do its job sending the ball. So wherever you aim the machine is where the ball is going. That's kind of the approach you need to have with it. You can't be thinking like in baseball how we like see where we're hitting and you're visual this way as much with golf. With golf, it's generally better to trust the science that you're doing and then know that the outcome will be good. So I just wanted to say that because I know that's going to be helping you a lot with in the coming weeks. Because I was thinking about it before you got here. It could take you up to 2 months to get your alignment and you trusting your alignment corrected. Hopefully in a short run, a month. But you really got to work at it because you were way off with your alignment. I mean, there's times you were aiming, I would say 30 yards offline because you thought you had to get your feet lined up at the flag. And if you aim your feet at the flag, then the ball is going to go to the right of that.